first of all, I would like to congratulate and thank all of you for taking this time out for yourself, just like what Caroline said. I'm taking in all this warm energy from all these wonderful women I'm seeing right now. It's really amazing. And I want to send beaming bright lights of positive light back at you. Early last year, I got married and I moved here to the UK from the Philippines, thinking that I'm going to have a spectacular life with my husband. We're going to have a great honeymoon, travel the world. I'm going to have new opportunities for my career. And then the lockdown happened. And here we are. But for the past 15 years, I have been a creative entrepreneur. And when I say creative entrepreneur, it means I'm juggling a lot of artsy businesses like photo shoot styling and venue dressing. I do window shop displays for high street brands. I do arts and crafts workshops. It's a lot. And I think the secret for me to be able to juggle all these things and expand my business is this method that I'm going to share with you, which is ready, fire, aim. I know it's a little different from what we're used to, which is ready, aim, and fire. But with this modification I made, I think it allows us for rapid growth. So let's start with ready. Know your vision. What is your goal? Next, aim. Fire. Pursue your goals. Know what your vision is and then you claim it. Just do it. The second is aim. If you fail to achieve those goals, then you know what? Just change your aim and then try again. So ready. So for me, it's about mentally preparing yourself for what you truly want in this life. Heavy question, right? So heavy. But you know, if there is a genie right now and the genie is gonna ask us, grant us any wish, absolutely anything at all, that one thing that will give us fulfillment in our lives, what will your answer be? And the answer personally to that question is, I felt that I've always wanted to pursue arts and touch as many people as I can with my art. And so I landed in the biggest women's magazine in the Philippines, Cosmopolitan. It's funny, when you ask something, you know, it can happen to you. The answer can arrive in your life when you just ask. And so I worked in Cosmopolitan, and I was thinking, wow, this is what people said. A lot of people have been saying that's a glamorous job, but honestly, in my heart, I didn't feel the fulfillment. So I changed my aim. And then I fired again. And this time, I started my own handmade business. And it's called Art Wine. In Art Wine, I make these cute handmade stuff. They're all super colorful. I make this by hand. So I have like bookmarks and sleeping masks and pouches, cute pouches. I make them all by hand and then I sell them online. And my vision was, I have this raw skill, my talents with my hand. And this is the talent that has been passed on to me from my mom and my grandmother and our ancestors. This is the same talent that they used to create embroideries and traditional items like hand-woven mats. It's beautiful. However, I wanted to use that same meticulous technique of creating things, but creating products that are modern, that the younger generation can appreciate. And therefore, my best-selling product is this mobile phone pouch. Of course, you can put your phones in it and credit cards and cash. And my market loved this. I don't know how many hundreds of pouches I made of this. And I say to you, if you have a fantastic idea and you believe in your heart that it will work, then I implore you, you must act upon it with whatever resources you have. Then one day, I had another fantastic, more like outrageous idea. I pitched my products to one of the biggest bookstores in the Philippines, think W.H. Smith. And you know what? They said yes. They said, yeah, give me 100 of this, 100 of that, 100 of this and that. And I was thinking, I only have 2 hands. What am I gonna do? And my mom, who's also here, thank God for her, always the supportive mom, even in my brash ideas, thought that we could contact our local parish priest. And my friend Ayin, who's also here actually, they're so supportive, right? She connected me to a politician. And of course, these people know the local community so well. And they were able to reach out to those people who need the helping hand the most. Which is funny because I need a helping hand quite literally. So they were able to connect me to those jobless moms who have young kids and they're underprivileged. And since they cannot leave home because they're juggling family life at a young age, they cannot get any jobs. And from that, I had a realization that my big, bold fire bolstered me in this unique position where I can provide livelihood to these young, jobless mothers. And at the same time, I'm earning money by providing products for the biggest bookstores in the Philippines. It's a win-win. And that's how Artwine blossomed, with a mad vision and a just do it attitude. Because if you overanalyze your big ideas, you will get paralyzed with the how do I do this? How do I get started? Who will help me with what money? Just claim it. In a few years, we were making hundreds of inventory, distributing all over the Philippines. My mothers, I call them my mothers, were earning money by taking home the templates that I would train them to do. So they were earning money while taking care of their young children. And these products that I have, you don't need electricity to make them. So even if they lived in those deprived areas, they were able to complete the work. And at that point, we were yielding a lot of fabric scrap from the templates of the pouches, of these little things that we would make. And I was thinking, I can't bear throw away all these fabric. This is money. So from those little pieces, I cut little oblong shapes and turned them into flowers. These flowers I turned to bouquets, which became wedding bouquets. And now I find myself as a wedding florist. Those same flowers were ordered as decorations for events, for stage, and for table centerpieces. And of course, I'm a stylist. I offered my styling services. And I would say to my client, well, can I style your event too? And now I find myself as a venue decorator. It's crazy, right? And so my business branched out into all these different directions. I just kept firing and firing and firing until I get closer to my goal to touch as many people as I want with my art. I kept trying new things, listening to what other people want and finding gaps in the market. And that is why I think the most important part of this method that I'm sharing with you is the ready, your vision. Because if you make mistakes and the situation change like it has right now, and the trends change, and it will, then we just go back to our intention and then we aim again. Don't dwell on your failures. If you can't fix things, if it absolutely cannot be fixed, just say, thank you, but I'm moving on. Believe me, I can hear you say in your head that that's easier said than done. Believe me, I feel that too. The biggest battles I've ever had in my creative entrepreneur life is with myself. I am my own harshest critic. And I let those tiny voices in my head, the fears and insecurities, they overpower my day. And that's why I intentionally surround myself with people who are better than me. My husband, my mom, my family, my core friends, and my mentors, they're absolutely brilliant people. More brilliant than I can ever be. They are relentless and reliable. They are resilient and patient and kind. Most of all, they are kind, and that is teaching me to be kind to myself. And if you have people that who generously encourage you to be a better person, it's so much better to bounce back from those dark days. And now that I have been in the UK for not even a year, I do feel that I am starting again from scratch. But then I just look back at that method, ready, fire, aim, And then I ready myself mentally. I ask myself yet again, because remember that question is free. It might be heavy, but it's free. What do I really want in this new life? And my answer is still related to arts, but now I realize I have roots in the Philippines. And now I am growing branches in this other side of the world. That is an amazing opportunity, and I want to grab that. I have personal knowledge and deep experience of Philippine handicraft, and I can have that creativity and show it to the world. Next, I fire. It might be trickier to keep firing right now during the lockdown, but you know what? You just gotta keep putting yourself out there, no matter what. So I emailed and messaged people. I put myself in the internet more because where else can you go right now? And so now I find myself talking to you through Link for Life, who I've had art projects with in the past couple of months. I've also found myself working as a stylist as an interior stylist in some apartments in Manchester, and now we're doing cities in the country too. And I have a new handmade business, and it's called Blooms by Beam, where I make these paper flowers and all handmade decorations and gifts, and then I sell them online. Doesn't that sound familiar? This business, this Blooms by Beam, I hope that in the future, I will be able once more to tap the creativity of these Filipino mothers and put a spotlight on their talent once again. But this time, I want the world to see. It's a big challenge for me right now, but I love big challenges. It's always worth my while to think bigger. And so today, I would like to help you achieve your dreams with the help of the method that has worked for me so well over the past years. I want to help you ready yourself to receive the greatest gift that you will ever receive in your life, your fulfillment. And so I want you to ask yourselves today, what do I really, truly want in this life? Without considering anyone, just you. I know it might not be easy to find that answer, because I want you to give yourself a truthful answer. It's fine. Give yourself time, think about it. And when you are ready to give an honest answer, I want you to set yourself free of all these insecurities and doubts and what ifs and just fire. Claim it. It's your dream. Just do it. And when you stumble along the way, just change your aim. It's fine. Get yourself back up. And I wish you the strength to fire away. Thank you.